Today is Chad Moyer.
Chad Moyer back with you on the Rural Radio Network. Let's take a midday look at the market trade here on a Tuesday. Joining us, it's Mike Zuzolo, Global Commodity Analytics. Well, thoughts on the day trade so far? It looks like, at least in the grains, we've been trading on the plus side. Soybeans up double digits here in the middle of the trading session. What are your thoughts of the trade so far, Mike?
Yeah, the soybean complex has a really welcome look to it right now, Chad, thanks to the meal market and thanks to the bull spreading earlier today, and we're back to this level once again. We've got the July Nove bean spread running at about a 20-cent premium right now to the July contracts. That's very nice, especially given the force of the South American Brazilian harvest and the upcoming WASDE report on Thursday. But maybe more importantly for me is the fact that we've seen the soy meal market really find some short covering. Looks like it's finally waking up. It's up about $10 a ton in the last 2 days. I'm thinking that probably Argentine supply questions about soybeans to be able to be available to crush, and those supplies being tight right now due to farmer holding and lack of selling maybe is part or most of the reason why we're attracting that short covering rally in the meal. And as I said, it's been a long time coming, something we've been waiting for quite a while.
All right. What's going on in the other markets? Are the grains kind of left to trade their own fundamentals, kind of a back to reality type thing? Or what are some of the other outside influences right now?
Yeah, I think in part that's correct, especially when it comes to the wheat. We had the crop conditions and progress numbers yesterday afternoon, and they came in right with the trade estimates. Spring wheat planted 3% versus the average trade guess of 2% on the Reuters estimate. Winter wheat conditions 48%, good to excellent, compared to 47 on analyst expectations. So I would suspect that we're seeing some profit taking by longs who jumped in there yesterday, thinking maybe we'd see a lot more degradation in the crop. We are down versus last year, but it met the expectations. In the corn market, it's a little bit more nuanced because we do have a USDA WASDE report coming out. We also have the currency markets working somewhat against us, especially the U.S.-China trade relationship. That seems to be working against the corn a little bit. Having said that, we saw some export sales to Spain this morning of 240,000 tons for 24-25 corn. That was a real shot in the arm from a standpoint of the demand side.
You talked about the report out yesterday afternoon, saw corn planting progress 2% so far. What are your thoughts, especially with the weather in the southeast, how those planting numbers might develop over the next few weeks?
Yeah, I've talked to several clients today in that part of the country and going all the way up to southern Indiana, and with the temperatures still very, very cold. They had hard freezes this morning, kind of like what we had back in this side of the Mississippi. They're not going to be doing anything for quite some time. North of Indianapolis, Indiana, it seems like they're going to get a little bit more active. But I think you've got a situation where the corn's underpinned until we see those WASDE numbers, just because of that rainfall and cold temperatures and a little bit more rain coming in the next 3 days in those same areas.
All right, very good. Thank you so much, Mike. Mike Zuzolo from Global Commodity Analytics joining us on our midday market commentary. You can receive a 2-week free trial of Mike's newsletter. Mention the Rural Radio Network when you go online to globalcomresearch.com. That's globalcom with 2 M's, research.com. Do remember, trading of commodity futures and options does involve substantial risk of loss, might not be suitable for all investors. This is the Rural Radio Network.